I think I skipped 10. You go to 10 real quick. Let's move on to Babylon the Great. Go to number 10. Coons love America. There you go. Play that.
I believe coming out of slavery into Reconstruction, Black Americans did what they were supposed to do. They went out and bought large tracts of land everywhere. In the 1910s in this country, Black people owned more land than they do now. They attempted to do America in the way that America said that it should be done. They opened up banks. They opened up schools. They had hospitals all over the place. And through two things, both of them systemic, one of them just outwardly violent and racist, white terrorism and usury being in the form of contract buying schemes, other intellectual ways to defraud people out of their homes and out of their land, heirs property rights, all of those things, wealth was taken from Black America. I've heard you talk about before Tulsa, right? And how Tulsa actually became known as Black Wall Street after it was burned down. That's a very astute point, right? It wasn't until after it was burned to the ground that it became known as Black Wall Street, because the Black people there rebuilt. What you don't talk about, and what a lot of people don't talk about, is that after Tulsa was rebuilt, years after that, and they were thriving and they were doing well, that urban renewal came through and plowed a highway through Greenwood and effectively ended that Black hub of wealth that the people had persevered and had for themselves. And urban renewal, something that has gone on all over this country, has particularly and disproportionately affected Black home ownership, which is a key wealth building tool. And it's also displaced a lot of Black people. So I do feel like, in, I guess, your analysis of what's gone on with Black people and with the history of us in this country, you do fixate on what you feel like we're doing wrong, which I think is a very important conversation to have. And I don't think anyone that wants better for Black people would be against having that conversation. And there doesn't seem to be the willingness to have an open and honest dialogue about the challenges that we face. And to me, I think that's what the disservice is. I think I'm not gonna look at you and say, hey, we don't need to have a conversation about some of the things that go on in our community, and we don't need to have a conversation about some of the expectations that we should be having amongst each other in our community. But I think the problem is that you do these things in a vacuum without acknowledging like really obvious realities about the Black experience, and I'm just wondering why you do that.
Well, I disagree with virtually everything you just now said.
Pause.
That's why.
Now listen to this nigga, man. He done broke down how they put a highway through Black Wall Street. He done broke down how systemically they put things in place to destroy our banks, steal our money, steal our land. Facts. Facts. Then he gonna say, I disagree with everything you said. He wasn't even listening. This is the mindset of the conservative Negro. And when I say conservative, I mean Christian and political. These Negroes like this, y'all, ain't no getting through to them, bro. Right. Wisdom cannot enter into them. They full of sin and they full of love for their slave master. Now, give me Revelation 13 real quick. Let me show you the mindset of this dude right here. Revelation 13 and read verse 16.
The book of Revelation 13 and verse 16.
Go ahead. Start at 15.
Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
So that's the white man.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
So they forced our ancestors to be killed for not believing in Cesar Borgia. Go ahead.
And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond
country,
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So you gotta have this mark in the future to be able to buy and sell and trade and so on and so forth. If you don't have this mark, America will put embargoes on you. Europe is gonna also get involved in it. These nations gonna come together to rob the entire planet Earth and to force everyone that follows after them to serve this mark that it's talking about. Now, the Bible tell you what that mark is. Give me that real quick. Revelation 17 and 5.
The book of Revelations, chapter 17 and verse 5.
Come on.
And upon their forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Said in the forehead was written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. The white man put transgenderism out there. The white man made pork the cheapest meat. The white man the one know that he done killed off so many damn animals that now he got to feed you GMO food. Just yesterday on Patient Saints, they were showing how over in Europe they making human meat. They giving you human meat now.
The hell is this?
Like he the one is the abominations of the earth, the harlot, the mother of harlots. And guess what? He Mystery Babylon the Great written right on his forehead. The devil. The mother of harlots. It's talking about sin. That brother right there and many brothers and sisters like him, they already got the mark of the beast. This is why their mind is corrupted. This is why when you try to tell them something, they like, nah, I ain't hearing that. They so fixated on Babylon. You had someone on that cap? They so fixated on Babylon. Now give me Thessalonians real quick. 2 Thessalonians, you know what I want, right? Verse 7.
The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7.
Come on.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
So it's a mystery. This iniquity is a mystery. It's sin. It's right there blatant in your face. Christmas is sin. Thanksgiving is sin. Your birthday is sin. Right? Valentine's Day is sin. Easter is sin. The Christian church is sin. Sunday worship is sin. It's right there in your face. Homosexuality is sin. Fornication is sin. That stuff right there in your face. But guess what? It's readily available to us all. And in no other country on the planet Earth can you go get a burger at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. You go to Africa, all the lights out in the street. You go to other places around the world, even South America. You ain't getting no food that late at night unless they're Americanized. But most of these places, like, no, you shouldn't be eating after 10. They shutting down at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Read.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
Go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let.
Go ahead.
Until he be taken out of the way.
So he take the white man out the way. Go ahead.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Now he being revealed in these last days. Read.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Go ahead.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Come on.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
All power and signs and lying wonders. Go ahead.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness
Read.
in them that perish.
Read.
Because they receive not the love of that because they receive not the love of the truth.
So that's what you saw right there on that podcast. That brother that was getting ready to rebuttal, he has not received the love of the truth. He don't love the truth. He ain't built up enough to say, you know what, white people did do much evil to us. I'm with you with that, brother. And these are the challenges that we face. But here's my solution to overcome it. He wasn't willing to get that. He rejected everything the brother. He said all the truth the brother just gave, he rejected it all. That's because he got the mark of the beast.
The devil.
Read.
Because they receive not the love of the truth,
Read.
that they might be saved.
Them men like that ain't getting saved. Go ahead.
And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusions,
Read.
that they should believe a lie.
You really think this country has done good for the black man? You really think this country has done good for the black woman? If so, why are we in the ghettos? Why are our children miseducated? Why homosexuality being pushed to our children through cartoons, social media? Why is that? Y'all done did so much for us, then why we still in the hood to this day? Why we mass incarcerated to this day? I got questions. Why y'all keep paying these pastors multi-million dollars to continue to lie and deceive us if you've done so much for us? Where our banks at? Most of the black banks in America you've never heard of. And if you have heard of them, go there and try to get a loan and watch they tell you they got a cap. They can't give you so much dollars. Now, I can't give you that much now. We ain't got that much, nigga. You come here asking us for all that. You know that white man ain't giving us that much. I tell you that straight up. I done had one tell me. I tried to get a mortgage through a black bank. He said, we can't go that high. I said, it's only $220,000. That ain't that much. We don't have it like that. Our limit is $170,000. I said, wait. This a bank, ain't it? He said, it's a bank. I said, y'all can only give $170,000 in mortgage? He said, that's all we can give, brother. He kept it real with me. I said, ain't this about a... So don't tell me that we good and we better off than our ancestors were. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me we better off now than Black Wall Street because it ain't true. God has given them strong delusion that they'll believe a lie. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth.
If you don't believe the truth of this Bible, when the Bible says that the wicked must be revealed, if you don't believe that, if you don't believe Christianity is an abomination to God like the Bible says, read.
But had pleasure in unrighteousness.
It's because you love sin and you will not be saved. That's thus saith the Lord. You understand that? And these are the things that you see us going through every single day in this country, man. And they ain't done nothing to save us out of this. And they not going to do nothing to save us because they don't love us. Like the intro song say, they don't love us. No, they don't love us. Hey. Number 13 real quick. I got to get through it. Captain Joel, have mercy. Got to go and throw it out there. Have mercy, Cap. 13, come on. Watch this. Yes, so this the other BS going on in our community. Play it.
So, do you consider yourself a witch?
Oh, I am a witch. But I don't do it for everybody.
Should I be scared?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Because, you know, they tell me Beyonce's a witch and shit like that.
Oh,
that we should be scared. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. She's an Ifa. So when she wears her yellow, that's Oshun.
Oh.
You know, riches and beauty and love and all of that. Which I can see why she's connected to Oshun. But yeah, so it's another kind of tradition.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people would think it's voodoo, but it's really Ifa. So it's like a lifestyle as opposed to a religion.
Because I always wonder why she always got on them flowers and she got on that elaborate shit. I'm like, can nobody buy your clothes? Your clothes look different.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She probably gives her, so she has her own altar. She gives her food. She has parties for her. All of that.
You hear
Just
that?
like Summer Walker.
Pause it. She got a witch. She said that, she said that, what's her name? Beyonce said she got a witch who she give food to and throw parties for. Then there was a video with Jay-Z with that witch, that transvestite looking man, woman, whatever the hell it was. And that's the same thing that Beyonce be doing. Y'all want to be rich so bad that you will sell your soul and start delving into witchcraft. I told you it's demons on them levels up there. They not giving you that type of money without some demons being involved. Give me them pictures. Remember she said Oshun and Ifa and it ain't voodoo. Now all that stuff the same. Don't let them confuse you. It's all the same. Show that video real quick and give me Deuteronomy 18. What is it? You got verse 10, verse 11, 10 and 11. Yeah, read that. Start at 9.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee,
read.
Thou shalt not learn to do after the abomination of those nations.
So these nations have brought these abominations too. We didn't know nothing about that on the west coast of Africa. Go ahead.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
That's abortion, sacrificing your children to gods, idol gods. Go ahead.
Or that uses divination.
It uses divination, right? Divining. Go ahead.
Or an observer of time.
Go ahead.
Or an enchanter.
Or an enchanter.
Or a witch.
Or what?
Or a witch.
God said don't deal with witchcraft. That's what you're seeing right here. Now this Oshun, that is like an African goddess, all right? And that's what she is portraying herself as in this particular, same thing as that black is king? That black is king is the same thing. It's Oshun, it's that Ifa, that voodoo. God said don't deal with witchcraft. Go ahead.
Or a charmer.
Or a charmer.
Or a consultant with familiar spirits.
A consultant with familiar spirits is like the movie back in the day with Whoopi Goldberg. What was the name of that movie again? Ghost, right? Where she would go in and she would raise up the spirits of someone that died. You understand? Go ahead.
Or a wizard.
Or a wizard.
Or a necromancer.
Necromancer, somebody to bring back the dead or raise up the dead. Go ahead.
For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord.
That what Cat was bringing out earlier in Sirach 15:13. It's an abomination to the Lord. The Lord hate that thing. Go ahead.
And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee.
That was the Canaanites got drawn out before us. That's what these is. Ancient Canaanite, Nilotic, Hamitic gods that our people still serve. Then she pregnant. A pregnant woman body ain't supposed to be shown like this. She's supposed to be covered up, man.
The hell is this?
And her husband let her do it. Why? Because he can't say nothing against that witch either. You understand? Once they get their lives over to these people, they can't say, I ain't doing that. They can't say, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to wear that. Look, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It ain't no different. This is not a coincidence. That's what we're trying to show you. Now give me Kanye West real quick.
Hey, real quick, go back to that first image. Just to highlight, they're worshiping her. Yeah. This is idolatry right here. This is some foolishness. Okay,
she got a church.
Yeah.
And an altar. Show 14 real quick. So Kanye in trouble again, y'all. They mad at Kanye. Yep, they mad at Kanye again. He done came out and said he said that he disappeared for a while, married a white girl. Now he back, they mad at him again. I don't know. Kanye may be coming in and out of hiding. I don't know. Maybe they cloned him like Tyrone. You never know. I don't trust none of these white folk do. All right, read that.
Kanye West lists controlled celebrities and Hollywood sacrifices in Wild New Ranch.
So go down. Y'all remember this. Go down. It's a video in this. Now keep going. Not that video. The next one. Right there. TMZ.
Control you, they can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
There you go.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
No,
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody. Right?
So do me
I
a
ain't taking
favor.
no
Do me
slice.
a favor. Pause that. I want you to go to Google real quick. Type in Kanye West and his wife. Because ain't no way, just a year ago, just last year, 2022, when we did the Barclay Blitz, last summer, Kanye was going at their neck. Now, all of a sudden, he doing this. Go to Google. Just show it for everybody to see. Let everybody see it. Pull up Google so everybody can see it. Live on air. Look at this. Come on, man. Come on, man. What happened to the brother? Come on, what happened to the brother? He in there with a sweatsuit on. Come on, man. Look at Kanye, man.
You don't find that suspicious?
You don't find that suspicious that all of a sudden he out with this Edomite right here? Come on, man. And she's supposedly Jewish. Come on, y'all. Go to the next one of Kanye. Remember, the Bible said don't deal with witches. Kanye went up on that level. He got a little bit of wisdom in him. He started speaking the truth. And then witches came and said, hold up, nigga. That ain't what we talked about. That ain't what we agreed to. Go down real quick. So Kanye West did a new tweet. He put a Star of David, which ain't a Star of David, it's a Star of Remphan, right? And a Molech. And in the middle of it, he put a swastika, right? In other words, to say that neo-Nazis and Amalek is the same. They both Edomites and they both done evil to black folks, right? Esau mad. Go down to the video real quick. Matter of fact, don't play it. It's CNN. Them demons might knock us off. Go down real quick. Let's just see. These are the top 5 things he said. Read that.
Number 1, I prefer my kids' new Hanukkah from Kwanzaa. At least it will come with some financial engineering.
Damn, he went at their neck, right? Said, shoot, I'd rather my kids know Hanukkah than Kwanzaa. At least we'll get some money out of it. Go down, number 2.
Number 2, I just think that's what they're about. It's making money. West said in an apparent reference to Jared Kushner and his Jewish family.
So he ain't lying. They the synagogue of Satan. Go down.
Number 3, Planned Parenthood was made by Margaret Sanger,
Jew.
a known eugenics with the KKK to control the Jew population. When I say Jew, I mean the 12 lost tribes of Judah.
Read.
The blood of Christ.
Come on.
Who the people known as the race black really are. This is who our people are.
So they mad. They said it's one of the top 3 anti-Semitic things that he said. But where the lie at? We can show you that historically, biblically. You know, anything you want, we can show it to you. Go ahead.
That's right.
Number 4, this ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this is war.
Whoa.
Now go and get you some business.
Now, hold on. Go back up real quick. Right above that, at the bottom of that article, it says elements of black supremacy. You see that up there? Right there, yep.
Elements of black supremacy can be found within Louis Farrakhan's Nation of Islam and the Black Hebrew Israelite movement.
You see that? They had to make sure they throw us in there. Go ahead.
The latter inspired a deadly anti-Semitic attack in 2019.
Now that dude said he was a Muslim. You see how they do this BS? That dude said he was a Muslim. They found a flyer at his house, a Hebrew, quote unquote, Hebrew Israelite flyer, and now all of a sudden he was a Hebrew Israelite and he orchestrated an attack on Jewish people in 2019.
The hell is
But
this?
we done dispelled that lie 1,000,000 times over. Go ahead.
At a kosher market in Jersey City, New Jersey.
You see how they had to throw that in there right quick? They had to throw that in there, brothers. Right? I'm telling you, it is a way to continue to keep our people asleep. Go down, last one, the 5th one.
Number 5, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposed your agenda.
Damn. So now, hold up. See, so that's why he married that Jewish girl now. That's why he bugged out wearing all kind of crazy clothing. That's why he ain't speaking up like he was speaking up, because they said, hold up, this dude got too much influence for us to let him run rampant. We got to bring some type of destruction upon him. And that's what they did. You got that for me in Isaiah 29:21? This is what they do. Uh-oh. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah. My bad.
29, start at 20.
Yes, sir. The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 20. Mm-hmm. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off.
So all that watch for iniquity are these Jewish organizations that sit back and keep our people in sin. They claim to be friends of black folks. Meanwhile, they funding Planned Parenthood. Meanwhile, they funding the music industry to keep us destroyed. They funding Tubi. Who you think Tubi ran by? All them dumb black movies on it with all that badass acting. Hey. They get niggas off the street, say, you want to be in a movie? Yeah, come be on a Tubi movie. Shake your ass. And she like, yeah, I'm going to shake my ass. And the Jewish man giving them the money to do that crap. You understand? They behind all that. But then they'll say, I sure love black people. Why they got this damn knife stabbing it right in your side? Just like they did Christ. Read it again.
For the terrible one is brought to naught.
The terrible one is brought to naught. That's the white man. Go ahead.
And the scorner is consumed.
And he been scorning against the Bible. How do we know he's scorning against the Bible? I met a Jewish dude the other day. He told me, he said, yeah, I ain't religious. I don't keep the Shabbat or nothing. I don't give a damn about that. But when I go back home, I put my little keep on and act like I'm religious. They don't know what I'm doing over here in America. I said, God, you bold as hell. They don't give a damn about the Bible. Y'all, they playing, they fronting to make you think they the people of God. Go ahead.
And all that watch for iniquity are cut off.
And all that watch for iniquity are cut off. The Lord gonna cut these people off. Read.
That make a man an offender for a word.
You can't say nothing about them. You can't say nothing about the evil that they've done. They say, oh, anti-Semitic. Like we ain't gonna read the Bible and see it's all kind of other Semitic nations on this earth. Right. Go ahead.
And lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate.
What about all the Palestinians they killing? Ain't the Palestinians Semitic? Don't they come from Abraham? Don't Abraham come from Eber? I'm just trying to figure something out. Ain't that where Hebrew come from? Ain't that where they come from Shem? I'm just trying to figure something out. They Semitic. Elam Shemet. Come on, man. Stop playing like we can't read. We see it for ourselves. Now post that video Bishop just sent me. Controversial leaked footage shows Kanye West ranting about Cardi B and others. Watch this. Yeah, man, it's going down. Shout out to the Bishop. So he went from that. That's why I said make a man an offender for a word. When you say a word, you offend them. And they say they put you out there in the media as being crazy. They always crazy. Every time we started getting some wisdom, oh, he crazy. He's a black supremacist. You got that video? Or are you downloading it? All right, play it real quick. Yeah.
That's why fucking Cardi B was over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati. She don't write her raps. She's just there to like sound as ignorant as possible and then make songs like fuck him and then get some money.
Ain't gonna be in this situation. It's gonna be a get me out this motherfucking good music shit now. And Scooter ain't gonna be no I'm still putting my name on this shit. I need to get rid of good music because I'm great. And guess what? Good is the enemy of great. The fuck I'm doing giving Wanna Love You to fucking Tiana? What the fuck I'm doing giving that Daytona album to Pusha? What the fuck I'm doing, bro? That shit that shit was 3 dark fantasies that I gave away. Cop shot the kid, Nas rapping all goddamn offbeat on it. Don't even want to shoot a video. They shoot the video, don't even tell me. These motherfuckers don't appreciate me. All these motherfuckers is trying to use me.
Damn, so he going off right now. See, I'm telling you. So he talking about other rappers. He talking about getting rid of his record label, good music. He talking about the thing that Cardi B, you heard what he said about Cardi B. She a plant. She just somebody that they put in the media to destroy our daughters. That's what it is. This is nothing new. This is age old. This is what they do, brothers and sisters. They destroyed that brother. That brother was speaking all kind of truth. Now all of a sudden he looked crazy, got his hair all crazy. They done did something. Ain't no telling what they done put in his food, put in his alcohol, put in his house to bug him out. Man, these Edomites got. If you see it in movies, they had it 50 years ago. If you see stuff in movies, They had it 50 years ago. And it's all bent to make us look like we crazy, right? Give me that, the poor secretly. You got something, Cap? Go ahead.
Cap, you know how the scripture says wisdom won't dwell in the soul that's subject to sin, right? So he has glimpses of knowledge, but he got to get rid of that damn white woman.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what the nations do that. They sin in their women. Mm-hmm. That goes back to, get Numbers 25 real quick.
Right.
Yeah. Numbers 25. Start at 1.
Yes, sir. The book of Numbers, chapter 25 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab.
So this is the point. The people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. That's the Chinese. Same thing we referenced earlier. Read on. Watch this.
And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods.
Says, and they called the people to the sacrifices to their gods. That's right. The gods of the other nations, the Chinese, the so-called Jewish man, the Caucasian man, white Jesus, and so forth. Read on.
And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor.
Now, that means the Lord of the openings. Lord of openings. Worshipped by all types of obscene rites, orgies, and so forth. This is, again, them utilizing their women against us. So, yeah, Kanye has glimpses of knowledge and so forth. Like you said, Cap, the stuff he was bringing out a year or two ago. But they keep sending the women and keep falling for it, man. He got to get rid of them damn devils, man.
Yeah, man. Habakkuk 3:13. I'm going to close it out with this. Habakkuk 3:13 to go with what we've been reading about, regarding what's going on with Kanye West. And it's going to say a word in here, and I want to fixate on that word and show you some in the scriptures in Isaiah. Read that for me.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people.
So Christ coming for the salvation of his own people, not all nations. Read.
Even for salvation with thine anointed.
That's Christian, because Christian mean anointed. We the anointed. Go ahead.
Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked.
That's Babylon the Great. That's the head of the house of the wicked. The house of the wicked is the white man, Esau, Edom. Go ahead.
By discovering the foundation unto the neck.
And Christ gonna go at their neck. Go ahead.
Selah. Thou didst strike through with his stave the head of his villages.
So he coming for America first. Read.
They came out as a whirlwind to scatter me.
They gonna fight against Christ in World War III. Go ahead.
Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly.
It said their rejoicing was to devour the poor secretly. Watch this. Go to the book of Isaiah 14:32. Because when you see poor, you're probably thinking, oh, yeah, that's talking about the people in the ghettos and the hoods that don't have no means of being able to protect themselves. They don't have millions and billions of dollars. Let me show you what the Bible talking about. Read.
Isaiah 14:32.
Go ahead.
What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation?
Come on.
And the Lord have founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in it.
The poor of his people is Zion. That's all Israelites. That's why when Kanye says something, they showed that they can punish him. When Kyrie Irving says something, they showed that they punish. See, Kyrie Irving been real quiet, saving his beard, back to talking about the earth flat, all that crap, right? They did the same thing to Nick Cannon. All of a sudden, he just come out of nowhere and stop talking. They did the same thing to Steve Harvey. They did the same thing to Jamie Foxx. He just all of a sudden go miss. Oh, what Jamie Foxx said. All of a sudden he's sick. I'm telling you, this is what they do. Even the people that are rich amongst us are poor in spirit. They destroy them too. So it don't matter how much money you got. This is your enemy. Never trust your enemy. You sit at these board meetings with them. You sit in these rooms and talk about $1 million deals with them. But just wake up and say, Jesus black. Just wake up and say you the Israelites and watch how they turn on you. Watch how they devour you secretly. We don't know about it. We peons. We at the bottom of the totem pole. We ain't got no understanding of what they doing in these parties and stuff that they doing on these upper echelon. We don't know nothing about that. I'm telling you, wake up, repent, and keep the commandments of God. That's your only way out, man. Stop selling your soul to the devil, to these brothers like Kanye and all that. You understand? If you got to die for this truth, die for it. You understand? But at the end of the day, you're going to be rewarded. But they love their riches on earth more than they love the riches in heaven. That's what it is.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. foremost. Nation is unity. Nation